welcome back. Another video. We're here again. Won't tell you where we are. You can have a look at the sign here. I'm sure a lot of people know exactly where we are, if you can read it while we're going past. My hand wasn't in the way. I'll bring you along. I'll take you to a little drop. And sort of had two things happen this morning. Not so much things happen, but, well, yeah, they did happen. But two things this morning that I may be able to stretch them out long enough until I get to where I've got to go to. Yeah, we don't want to listen to the radio. People just talking shit, really. Okay, so first one. We want to turn right here, but we're going to do it from the left lane. Is this idiot behind us? He's still got his left indicator on. Is he going to sneak up the inside? It would not surprise me if he tries it. No, he's sticking behind. Good. A few bloody trail bikes. Oh, they're old bikes. I thought they were all bloody on their chook chasers, but no, they're in like a bloody, I don't know, some historical bike ride or something. They all look like old bikes. Yeah. First drop this morning. Back at me mate out at Ingleburn. If you don't know who I'm talking about, go back to the last episode. What was it? Can't Read English, I think it was titled. Go and check that out after you've watched this one. He's turned up by his account late again. I messaged the boss yesterday and said, it was just along the lines of, hey, I'm coming out of Melbourne, got a load, it's got to be on forwarded to go to New Zealand. It's 14 or whatever it was, 14.2 tonne I think it was. I'm going to park there tonight and I'll park out the front and I'll be ready to be unloaded whenever someone can get there. So I thought, well, that way he knows I'm there, and if he can let anyone else know, oh look, there's going to be someone there, just so you can start a bit earlier. Well, old mate turns up again at 6:50 a.m. After the first time, he's like, oh yeah, I'll start at 6. Tell him he starts at 6 and can't turn up at 6:50. I don't know. Again, I'm like, fuck, I just want to get out of this place. You know, you want to try and get through Sydney before it gets too busy, before it turns to absolute shit. This guy doesn't know how to merge. No indicator. But what are you expecting? You're going to pull out into traffic doing fucking 5Ks an hour? Still back there. We're just going to stick in this lane. Not because I'm going to try and blow the doors off the Adgie here, but that lane ends in, I don't know, a couple 100 metres. So we're just gonna hang out here. Yeah. Hey mate, I saw your message yesterday, so I don't know whether he's got access to the phone or whether they just talked or whatever, but he said, oh, I saw your message yesterday. I couldn't get here any earlier. I was like, yeah, it's all right. you know, one of my favourite sayings, you can't be everywhere at 7 a.m. I mean, if you're here at 7 a.m, you can't be here. And the second place is going to say, oh, why weren't you here first? Well, because I had to drive past the other way. Oh, but you could have gone here. But no, you can't. You can't be everywhere at 7 a.m. So, anyway, he says, yeah, I said, look, it's all right. You know, let's just work on this, getting this off now. I was here till 10 o'clock last night. Oh, no, he said I was at work until 10 last night. I'm sure was what he said. Now, unless he's got a second job, which is possible, but unless he has a second job, I was working until 10 o'clock last night, so I couldn't start early. I mean, if you work until 10 and you start at 6, that's still 8 hours, but hey, some people might need more sleep, I don't know. But I'm running with he must have another job. Either that or he's a fucking liar. Because I pulled up out the front of that place at 9:45 last night and there's fucking no one there. The gates were shut, the lights were off. He wasn't there. So if he's trying to lie to me and say that he was working until 10 o'clock last night, like I said, A, you're a liar, or B, you're working somewhere else. Which in that case, okay, fair enough. You know, you're having a go and you've got 2 jobs. So, I don't know, maybe he just goes and packs the shelves at Coles or Woolworths after he finishes doing what he does at the place I go to. But, yeah, so that was, I don't know, just the first little semi-interesting story that I thought, oh, well, some people may like to just hear what goes on. I've had a request as well. As I go past, I need to toot the horn. Give them a little Jake brake action so they know I'm coming. So that was first one. What was the second one? Oh, okay. So this is a bit more up the alley of, so anyone that's hung around so far, watch this far, this story is more up your alley. There's a few better and funnier words used, a bit of language used in this story. So I'll just tell you what happened, and then I'll have to go back to the other time. I got a phone call this morning as I'm leaving Sydney, a number I did not recognise. So I answered it, and I'll do my best impression of this guy on the phone, and yeah, see if, I don't know how good I can do it, but hello Shane, how you going there, bloke? Yeah, Shane speaking. Oh, there. I won't say the company name. There, from Melbourne. Yeah. I don't know who this guy is. I don't have his number saved. And I'm thinking, well, Dave, that's a common name. You know, I'll say his name, but I won't say where he works from because he, yeah, just for the sake of that. There, from Melbourne. Yeah. I got your card there. I said, sorry? I got your card. You know, you got your induction, don't you? Oh, yes. So, for anyone that can't pick up on my terrible attempt of a Scottish accent, this guy is one of the bosses at a relatively large place in Melbourne. It's a nationwide company, and you have to do an induction to be carton steel. Anyway, when I first started, are you going to pick that dog shit up? He did. He's going to. He's getting the bag out. I hate it when people walk their dogs and let their dog shit on someone else's fucking front lawn and then just walk off. I know there's rules. I don't know if there's a law against it, but there's definitely rules. If your dog shits somewhere, clean it up. He did the right thing, so good on you, buddy. Whenever I walk my dog, which is not very often, unfortunately, I tie one of them, like the green sort of, I don't know what they're called, not recyclable, but decomposable or something, the bag that decomposes in the ground. I tie one of them to the lead, and if old mate does a shit on the ground, then scoop it up. Anyway, old mate from Scotland, he's ringing me up. I'll stop with that. Old mate from Scotland, he's ringing me up, and he's got my induction card. Now, first of all, I forgot all about it because I wasn't waiting for a call from this guy. But from memory, it was me and one of the other fellas that I work with. We did this induction, it would have to be at least 4, if not 5 weeks ago. So I'd forgotten all about it. When I first started driving with this company, and I went there the first time, you get asked, we need a copy of your license, and you do your online induction, then you need to do this other induction when you get there. Have you got this, this other induction and a passport and all these other things? And it was, no, I don't have one. Oh, well, we're going to have to get you a new one. We'll load you today, we'll do this load for you, but then you're going to have to get one. No worries. You got to book in, it's a couple-hour ordeal, you're there for half the day. And then after you've done all the shit, really, because if you've done one induction, you've done them all. It's the same stuff. Sometimes it's worded slightly different, but it's all the same fucking deal, like do this, don't do that, fucking, just be safe, don't be fucking stupid. A lot of it comes down to common sense, but a lot of that goes out the windows these days, like some people don't have common sense, some people don't even have fucking sense, let alone common sense. But anyway, okay, we're gonna have to get me booked in and do it one day. I flew under the radar for 11 months. Everyone just forgot about it. Whenever they were booking loads for me, and like it was coming up for other people that, because it lasts for 2 or 3 years or whatever it is, you're up for renewal soon. I was hearing it from all these other people that, I've got to go and redo this. I was like, I'm shutting my fucking mouth, because no one's saying anything about me not even having one. All these other people have got to go and redo theirs. I'm going to leave my indicator on just because Mr. Policeman is right there. For anyone that can't see him, he's coming up in that grey one. As soon as he goes past, he's not going to turn around and get me anyway. I'll turn that off. We're in the turning lane. People know we're turning. So yeah, I was like, I'm not going to say anything at all, because then I'll have to do it. If you fly under the radar, then yeah, you've beaten the system. That was like voting. When you turn 18, you need to vote, and it's fucking compulsory. What a dog shit fucking system that is. Like, it should be like, I think it should be like America. If you want to vote, then you vote. If you're interested in what goes on, then go and vote. Which I probably would anyway. Like, who I vote, I'm not saying who I vote for or who I don't vote for, but, you know, it should be, I think, selective. But then you probably get a million people that vote instead of, you know, however many people are of age. Where was I going with it? Oh, so when I turned 18, I didn't register to vote. I'm not doing that. I missed out on 2 votes. I think it was 1 federal and 1 local election. And then I got called up for the next one only because my name somehow, it got added to the fucking registry after I bought my house. I bought my house when I was 21. What are you doing, mate? It's fucking green. You can't fucking go when it's fucking red. Maybe that was a turn left on red when fucking safe, but there's some fucking things behind me. It's not fucking safe. So, yeah, my name got added to, I don't know, whatever it is, the voting fucking registry when I bought my house. Obviously, it was like one of the first big things. I don't know, because I paid stamp duty on a fucking house or something. I don't know. But, yeah, that was, I managed to fly under the radar here too. Someone's had an accident. You're just fucking blocking the whole fucking road. Oh, God. Oh, well, glad it's now and not fucking when I'm coming out, because surely it's going to be cleared up by the time I get done. I might have to continue this story after I've unloaded, because we're just about here. I thought I wasn't going to be able to drag this story out for this long, but I haven't even told you about the induction. This bloke, the Scottish fella, when he was doing the induction, oh man, he was so fucking funny. He made me laugh. I don't know, maybe it's like a Scottish thing, or Irish, but sometimes the accents are just as funny as hearing what they actually have to say. Why the fuck? I hate it when people park so close to driveways, because then you've got to swing wide, you can't fucking cut corners. Oh, there's another semi in there. I'm gonna have to turn around and wait. And then people park in the cul-de-sac. I'm gonna have to do a 3-point turn here too. We're in full lock and we're not gonna get around. Is there anything behind us? I hope not. We're just going to double park out here. Because there's nowhere else to fucking go. I'm just going to go here, chuck the hazards on. I'm going to walk in and go and see him. It's going to be very hard to turn here too. Alright, well, I'll come back. So, you can't reverse in here. They would prefer you to reverse back out onto the road, which is far from ideal. Not sure how good you're going to be able to see out the mirrors here. absolutely anything coming on the road. So you've just got to go super slow and assume that anyone coming, I mean, it is only a little dead-end street, but you got to assume that anyone coming sees your trailer poking out and they actually stop. All right, so we're past the point of no return. I'm going. We're just going to utilise the driveway right across the road. Get enough swing space so we've got enough room around here, and then that little blue one on the inside is really wide. I don't like when people park so close to driveways. I can't fucking see a thing out of that mirror. We're very close to that fucking blue car there. Go. Now we need to readjust the mirror. I can't see anything out of it now. There you go. All right. So I did discover there is a I think it was called shake and blur reduction, and it was off. So this may be a bit better of a watch this time, because the first time I used this camera, yeah, I probably made a few people feel seasick. Can I go? Oh no, oh, fuck, you can't see anything coming up. Hopefully after this truck. Oh, fuck, I need to swing it wide and he's there. Find a gear, mate, you just grinded the absolute shit out of it. I don't know where they're going. That fucking driveway's shut. They realised and then they went up, had to go up further. Where was that accident before? Just along here somewhere. We must have got away. It looked like they were leaking out the front. I can't see anything there. So anyway, this will turn into kind of a long video. So the induction, this bloke, I don't know, you could possibly say he was rude, but he was fair. I want to get over just after this corner here. I don't like being on the inside lane on that corner because you're very close to that fucking telephone pole there. It's like that one there. See how close that telephone pole is to the road? It's not designed. Where the come on, mate, you fucking You've blocked me out, you dickhead. There's no way I'm going to fit through there. Bloody idiot. Yeah, he was, some people might say rude, but he was just fair. He was equally rude to everyone. So if you asked a stupid question, he would tell you the answer. However, he'd ask you in a manner that, obviously if it was a stupid question, you sort of knew it. There was this one guy. And his name, we'll put this window up. Believe it or not, his name was Muhammad Ali. Not that Muhammad. But yeah, he come from foreign lands, and the best one that he said was, who can tell me about the chain of responsibility? Anyway, like, it's like being at school. If you're a nerd, you're putting your hand up. If you're a nerd, you're like, oh, pick me, pick me. But we're all just sitting there. Everyone is just sitting there with the same attitude of like, I just want to get this done and get out of here. Like, I'd rather be doing something else. I'm not stopping for that one either. No goddamn way. Anyway, he pointed to this Muhammad Ali. Can you tell me about the chain of responsibility? And he looks like stunned. Oh, what'd you pick me for? What'd you pick me for? And he says, yes, I know what it is. Anyway, the trainer says, well, explain it to me. Are you gonna get up on the outside of me? Idiot. It says form 1 lane there. I'm already in front of you. You can't get in front of me. I mean, either that or do it. But explain it to me. What's a chain of responsibility? He had no idea. He says, oh, it's when you got a load on your trailer. And we're all just started sort of looking at each other going, yeah, he doesn't know. He doesn't know. You know, like, we're not saying you got to be super fucking technical, but you've got to know what it is. Now, for anyone that's not involved, this isn't just a truck driving thing. This is every single workplace ever. So, like, chain of responsibility. It's like, okay, you go to a workplace. Your workplace has a duty of care to provide you with a safe working environment. If you're going to another spot, a lot of it has to do with transport, but a lot of it is just other stuff as well. But if you're going from one place to another, there's more people in the chain. There's more links. So you've got place A, place B. You're the contractor. So you're also involved. You're in that chain. Chain of responsibility. It's all about everyone working together, being on the same page, following the same rules, so no one gets hurt. Everyone gets done safely. Nothing gets damaged or broken. No money's lost. He says, yes, it's when you have a load and you get your chain, and before you throw your chain over your trailer, make sure that there's no one on the other side so you don't hit them with the chain. That's being responsible. No. I mean, that is being safe, but that's not the chain of responsibility. That's being responsible with chains. What's this fucking dumb fucking idiot doing? I want to get over. Why does my phone keep going on and off? I don't know why they're slowing down. No, because he wants to turn. So anyway, he said, look, there was a few other Indians, and the trainer says, I can't help you. You can stay here, but you will not be getting your passport today. You will not be getting your induction finished today. And he's like, oh, but he started mumbling, and he turned to one of the other guys and said, can you explain to him? And this is exactly what he said. Just being calm. He said, I don't care whether you tell him in English. I don't care whether you speak to him in Punjab, which is apparently a language. I don't think they call it Indian. I think they call it Punjabi. I don't know. Again, don't crucify me if I'm wrong. But he said, I don't care whether you speak to him in English. You can talk to him in Punjabi. Tell him he has not got enough knowledge in our industry to be ticked off today. He can sit here and listen to the rest of the talks, but he is not going to be completed today. And I think they all came in as like a crew, you know, like they come in as a team. Like me and the other bloke, we work for the same company, and, you know, like we went in together, but yeah, they went in and they're like, oh, but he needs it done, he needs it done. He said, well, I am not going to tick him off today because he clearly doesn't know what I'm talking about. But the thing is, this is all Scottish. He don't know what I'm talking about. You gotta tell him. Now I'm starting to sound like I'm English, but I can't do it. But it was just so fucking funny. And he's like, you just gotta tell him he needs to learn more about just everything in general, about how we do things here in Australia before I can tick him off. He is not going to be completed today because he doesn't know anything. Ask him about the chain of responsibility, and he says, yes, I know what it is, and then he's talking about fucking lopping chains over. So, went to record before when I got out of that place, and battery goes flat. So, just back at the yard here now, rung the place that I've got to take this plate to. Fucking easy load, this one. Few and far between. I don't get many of these. Usually I've got to, that's me 90% of the time, tarps. But yeah, throw a few chains on this bad boy, go down to Sydney. It's currently 1 o'clock. I've rung the place and they said, no, we cut off with deliveries at 2:30. Fuck, I'm not going to get there in an hour and a half. So I was like, well, alright, well, I'll see you at 6 o'clock in the morning. What time do you open? 6:30? He's like, oh no, well, the boys get here at between 6 and 6:30, but we do our own trucks. We don't accept deliveries till 8. Huh. Fucking really? I mean, I could take this home and give it a wash. Look at the state of it. It's she's fucking dirty, but it's been fucking raining and drizzling, so yeah, she needs a good clean. Maybe next week. It's hard to keep it clean when it's just raining and carrying on. But yeah, so I'll just end the video with the simple thing of what have you managed to evade, or how have you avoided things? What have you avoided? Whether it's same thing like an induction at work, fuck, I don't even know. Like, I'm sure some people have come up with some good things. Also, I figured out on this thing, I didn't have it turned on last time. It was a, what is it, blur and motion something? I don't know. I can't remember what it's called. But I turned it on. So let me know if it's less bouncy, vibration-y. I don't know. There was some fucking name for it. I'm not technical. I'm not one of those. I'm not a fucking nerd, okay? Yeah, but what have you managed to evade? Put off. Someone keeps telling you to do something and then they forget about it and you don't ever end up having to do it. I've got many jobs like that at home where the missus keeps saying, when are you going to finish this? When are you going to finish this? But that's a guy thing. We'll get to it one day. We'll get to it. I'll do it next weekend. And then the weekend comes, you're like, nah, too fucking busy to do that. Let me know anyway. That's about it. If you've watched this far and you haven't subscribed, just do. You'll be a lot happier with your life if you do subscribe. Can't guarantee that, but maybe. So, yeah. Let me know what you want to see next.